This is Optimal Work Daily, How to Hire the Right Employee for Your Organization, Part 2, by Dustin Heiner of MasterPassiveIncome.com. Conduct interviews with all potential applicants. Start with one interview with your prospective employees before you hire them. Get a sense of who they are, potential work ethic, personality characteristics, and general overall sense of the prospective employee. Place the applications of all the applicants that you would like to have a follow-up interview with. You do not want to settle on anyone when you are hiring employees for your company. It would be preferred to have 2 or 3 interviews with the candidates that stand out above the rest. As you weed through the applicants, make 3 piles of all the applicants you interview. The first pile is the applicants that are a for sure yes to a second interview. Create a second pile for the applicants that would be considered a maybe and set them aside. Put all of the rejected applicants in the third pile and discard immediately. Do not inform any of the applicants that they were passed up for employment for any reason. You do not need to let them know unless they ask. If you haven't hired someone already, you can say that you're still considering the applicants. And if you have already hired someone, you can let them know that the position has been filled. There is no reason for you to let any applicant know what you're thinking at any time. The applicants that are a for sure yes to a second interview should be interviewed right away. On this third interview, you should be able to find the candidate you want to move forward with and make an offer for the job. Once you have found that employee you desire to hire, then move forward with the hiring process. Go with your gut. When hiring employees, there is no real formula in the process to find an employee. In order to find the best, you need to put the work in on the front end so your life will be easier on the back end. Watch out for anything that may stand out to you as a red flag in your mind. Do not dismiss those red flags. They can save you in the end. I was about to hire a person for one of my businesses, and I had red flags going off, but I dismissed them because I needed someone to work ASAP. I was just about to hire this person when everything went south. I won't go into the details, but I strongly recommend you listen to your gut and those red flags that pop up. It's more of an art than a science to listening to your gut. It takes more than just book smarts to learn this. Experience is your best guide for learning this. Trial and error will be your best friends. If you hire the wrong person, you must move into the firing process ASAP. Hopefully now you have successfully found the right employee for your company. If for some reason you end up hiring employees that are not a good fit, move on to the firing process quickly. Firing a bad employee. Obviously, when an employee is not doing the job right, it's best to take corrective actions to help the employee change. If the employee is unaware of the issues and problems you see, they will not be able to correct them. By taking corrective actions and doing proper evaluations on your employees, they will learn what they need to do to improve their work. Then, if they are not able to correct their actions, it's your job to move to the next step of letting them go on to finding another job that will suit them better. I personally like to give the employees at least one chance to correct their actions in a short time frame. Depending on their job, the corrective actions, and your business, the time frame may be longer or shorter to actually see the employee improve, stay the same, or get worse. If the employee improves, then terrific. Keep working with them so that they can become an even better employee. If the employee stays the same or gets worse in their job, it's time to fire them quickly. When you fire them, it's a good rule of thumb to have all your reasons be actions that your employee has done. Never use emotions, attitudes, or anything else that can be argued. Keep it to the employee's actions, and you will stay out of employment court. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled, How to Hire the Right Employee for Your Organization, by Dustin Heiner of MasterPassiveIncome.com. And thank you again to Dustin and his team. As we first mentioned yesterday, the expert team at Master Passive Income is there to teach you everything you need to know to start investing in rental properties and how you can create your own passive income business from scratch. To find out much more, you can visit MasterPassiveIncome.com. But that should do it for today. Hope you're having a great one, and I'll be back again with you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.